What is going on, guys? John here with the PBFit, and today we're going to be looking at the Bob Long Onslaught. Now, thanks to my boy Josh up in Alaska, he sent me this Onslaught so I can go ahead and check it out and give it a solid review and use it for a while. Actually, I had this for about a month now, so I feel like I got a pretty good handle on it. And honestly, I'm pretty impressed by this marker. As you guys know, Bob Long was bought out by Field One, so this is now the Field One / Bob Long review. I mean, because basically they're still selling it on Field One's website, and it hasn't changed like pretty much at all. It still comes with a nice 2-piece barrel, still comes with the clamping feed neck of death because it has those tiny little screws right there that freaking fall off all the time. Really easy to use system to get the bolt out. Beautiful trigger. Absolutely love this trigger. Bob Long triggers are by far the best. The on-off ASA is amazing. I haven't had an issue with the on-off ASA at all. Great eyes in the Bob Long Onslaught board. That super easy to program, really easy to use, and of course this thing gets mad air efficiency, dude. So as I said, has a really nice 2-piece barrel. The honing on the Bob Long barrels are amazing, and honestly, barrels are barrels as long as they aren't freaking, you know, like scratched up and shit on the inside. They're all pretty much gonna shoot the same, to be honest. The feed neck, honestly, is absolute just complete, I freaking hate it. There's no wheel on the side of it, which is pretty annoying. I mean, you gotta spin it around and crap like that. This thing has fallen off, and when I use the VCOM, I have a video of it falling off, so that is the absolute worst. So that is the absolute worst as far as feed necks go. This is so much easier to take out than the freaking VCOM. Dude, the VCOM was crap, terrible. I hated it. I hated it every single time I had to freaking mess with it. It sucked. This is super easy. Still kind of take 2 hands because I'm all greasy. Still got, there we go. Still gotta take 2 hands to get it out, but you know what I mean? It's pretty great. I mean, I like the system. It's an improvement on the Insight because this thing is basically the Insight reborn. It fixed all its problems. The Insight had a ton of issues, and actually it shoots smoother than the Insight, which I am super impressed with. Still not the smoothest gun in the world. The regulator is pretty much your standard Bob Long regulator. It's a great regulator. I'm not going to do a maintenance part on this because I've already done a Bob Long regulator review when I did the VCOM. So go ahead and check out the link in the description below and go ahead and look at that review on the VCOM, and I have a part in there that goes over exactly what you need to do when you want to do maintenance on your regulator. But I will be going over the core of this marker, and despite what people say, it is extremely easy to do maintenance on a Bob Long Onslaught. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and bring the camera down and do some maintenance. Alright guys, so as you can see, the Bob Long Onslaught is absolutely freaking beautiful. It's a gorgeously milled gun. I don't know about the Blackhawk tape. That's my buddy Josh. He's from Chicago, so he's a Blackhawk fan, so don't attack me for that, alright? Don't really watch hockey, but that's okay. Anyway, off topic. So the Onslaught is a really easy to maintain marker, which I'm gonna go over right now. So basically all you gotta do is press this button in at the top and pull out the bolt system, which comes out relatively easy. All right, so we're gonna set this off to the side just for a second. We're gonna go back to the gun. Now, all you really gotta do, since it's so smooth and there's no like real sharp edges and stuff, all you really gotta do is just kind of wipe it down. I mean, I just wipe this mofo down and freaking, it looks brand new. Like, holy crap, that's so beautiful. I'll take off the eye covers and I'll wipe down the eyes, of course, and then I'll run a microfiber through the body and make sure it's nice and shiny. Like, I like to look at, you know, pull it up and look at like a light through it, just so I can see all the edges and make sure it's nice and clean. All right, now onto the core of this marker. Despite what people say, it's actually super easy to maintain. So all you gotta do is just screw off this back area here. I'm not gonna use technical terms because I'm not a technical dude. I'm just your average paintball player guy who tries to do maintenance on markers, and I'm hoping that you guys can like learn a thing or two, but honestly, I'm not gonna be like, this is the ultimate laser cannon connector beam, and yeah. Basically, I'm just gonna show you how to maintain it, like just in the way that you guys need to know. You guys don't need to know all that technical crap. I mean, honestly, if you're like into engineering and stuff and you guys want to know all the engineering mojo stuff, great. I'm not smart enough to be an engineer, not even close. So if you guys want to know that stuff, there are people out there who will do that for you, but I'm just going to give you the layman's on how to do this properly so you guys can go out there and wreck some face. All right, so back to the engine. So basically I unscrew this back cap, right? And then all you got to do is unscrew the bolt head from the rammer. Oh man, I'm getting technical now. I'm getting weird. I'm getting real weird. All right, so now that we've done that, organization is key. Basically at this point, all you gotta do is lube up the rammer here, these O-rings, with Dal 33. But this bolt head here, you're gonna wanna use Tri-Flow, okay? Unfortunately, I don't have any Tri-Flow, so I'm not gonna mess with it. This marker came with another bolt, I believe, initially. The Exalt, hold on, let me get it out. This Exalt bolt. This Exalt bolt, go ahead and just throw it in the trash. Okay, I wish I could do a destruction test, not even a destruction test, just a destruction on this bolt. I shot a few paintballs out of it, and then I wanted to literally light it on fire. I feel like I gave the paintball gun AIDS or something like that. Just skipped HIV straight to AIDS. That's what I gave this marker. So I really don't recommend the Exalt bolt because it's garbo. It's 10 out of 10 garbo. It's garbage. It's trash. So just go ahead and do that and put it in the trash. So anyway, gonna get off of here before I throw up all over the place. Like I said, you're gonna wanna use a Dal 33 or an equivalent. I don't have Tri-Flow, so I'm gonna go ahead and set this off to the side. And what you're gonna wanna do is just apply a decent amount of lube to these O-rings, because this marker is kind of a lube fiend, TBH. It likes lube from what I've experienced, and it eats it for breakfast like it's going out of style, dude. So I just highly recommend, oh man, this one's weird because it just kind of sits there. I just kind of rub it on there. I just kind of recommend that you just put a decent amount of lube on there, not too much, because then you're gonna just start shooting out of the tip of your marker, but a decent amount to where it's gonna jam. But the thing about this compared to the Insight is that it's sprung. So you got a spring in there that's preventing the bolt stick, which is really, really nice. And then you got this little baby O-ring here. So just make sure you use Dal 33, 10 out of 10, use Dal 33. On the bolt head, use Tri-Flow, okay? So you're gonna need 2 different lubages for this, okay? And then basically all you're gonna do is just stick this puppy back through here and screw on this bolt head that I pretend put Tri-Flow on. Just make sure it's tight. All right, and then basically screw this guy back in here with that crazy floppy O-ring. I honestly put the O-ring against this part. All right, don't put it, just makes it easier. And then boom, boomville, Dunskies, Dunzos. And you can kind of see it's a sprung bolt, unlike the Insight. The Insight, I know people used to do mods to it. I shot the Insight when it first came out, and I liked it because it was, you know, a fun marker and it could shoot a lot of paint, but it didn't shoot super great. This actually shoots better than the Insight, a little bit better than the Insight, a little bit smoother, but still gives you some feedback. It's not the smoothest gun in the world. If you're looking for a smooth gun, look elsewhere, because you're not gonna get it with the Onslaught. But it is a fun marker to use, and people are always like, what is that? Because, you know, not a lot of people own Bob Long guns, and you can kind of be like, it's Bob Long, dude. It's made in America. The only thing is, I don't know if Field 1, I think Field 1's still gonna make it in America, but I'm not 100% sure. All you do is just stick it back in, and boom, dude, you've just basically maintained the freaking Bob Long Onslaught, dude. And it's really, really easy, and I haven't had any problems with it, and you don't gotta tinker with it like the freaking VCOM, which made me wanna bash my head against the wall, because like I said, I'm not technical, okay? My brain only can go so far, and then it shuts down. So the VCOM was a little bit too much for me, especially when I got all stuck and stuff, and I couldn't get it out, and I didn't understand why. It was just my own personal nightmare. But this thing, oh dude, breath of fresh air. And you know what? I think you get it for 700 something bucks off of Field 1's website, brand freaking new. And you can find these used for like 400 bucks nowadays. I mean, come on, dude, what a freaking steal. That's the maintenance on the core. So let's go ahead and bring the camera up and finish up this review. All right, guys, so what do I think about the Bob Long Onslaught? I think it's pretty lit. No, but seriously, I actually really, really like this marker. It's really long and stretched out. I'm into stretched out markers. I don't like the close and get all weird and stuff with it, so I really like this marker because it is stretched out. Great barrel, great bolt system. Although it's not the smoothest marker in the world, it gets the job done and it gets sick efficiency. I really like the on-off ASA. The grips are awesome, and of course the trigger is freaking money. And the only thing I gripe about with the Bob Long is the freaking feed necks are my nightmare. So I hate the feed necks, they suck, and I'm pretty sure Field 1 is going to fix those things, because I think HK Army fixed the VCOM's issue with the feed necks, so that's good. Regulators are great, and like I said, this thing does not have an LPR, so it's not going to be super difficult to tune. It just has an HPR. I mean, it's pretty much plug and play, dude. I freaking love this marker because of that, and the entire month I used it, I had 0 problems with it, so goes to show the reliability of the Field 1 or Bob Long Onslaught. So now the ultimate question, would I buy it? Would it be my first choice? No, I prefer smoother markers. This is more like the NT. It's more like a, you know, it gives you a little bit more feedback, which is kind of nice, but at the same time, I want like butter smooth, dude. I want butter. But if you guys are looking into an Onslaught to get some sick efficiency and you guys want to run around with a freaking 2,000 paintballs on your back, then great. You should probably get one of these things because this thing can probably do it. But that's all I have, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and post below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, support the channel, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy.